Guys, welcome to Crypto Info Blockchain Made Easy with your host. Frank the Crypto Tank. Sorry, I forgot. Welcome to our new holiday setup here down below with the Patreon banner. And today, understand that we are very excited to announce that we are off to XRP Las Vegas this year. It's going to be a great event put on by Brad Kimes. Please check it out. Tickets are going fast. Grab your tickets. See us there. We'd love to see you all there. We are very excited. The channel will be covering XRP Las Vegas this year, April 30th, May 1st. So today's episode, Vanguard. Most people don't understand this, but today Vanguard is one of the most conservative in the space. Deeper is, well, I'll use the word deeper. Let's go a little bit deeper. There's not really a lot on it, and which is why I'm saying that. First, Vanguard, what they actually do, they opened their entire brokerage platform to crypto ETFs for the very first time. Guys, welcome into the channel. Thriving, welcome in this morning. Guys, this isn't speculative or leveraged or anything. This is regulated at spot exposure through third-party ETFs. It gives access to 50 million Vanguard clients now. Massive stuff, guys. Vanguard is arguably the most conservative investment giant on the planet. Most conservative, arguably. 11 trillion under management. For a decade, they've rejected the crypto space. They latched on to Bitcoin, Ethereum, and now XRP. So, why are you latching on to speculation like Bitcoin? Ethereum, okay. Overburdened technology, let's say, right, by the crypto space. Expected to carry the entire crypto up the blockchain mountain. Now, why did Vanguard change now, guys? Why? Vanguard didn't join crypto for hype and growth, obviously. They joined because the infrastructure is finally matured to the point where they're saying, hey, we're going to jump in. They joined because crypto is now stable enough for largest buyers. There's enough stablecoin law now. Custody is matured, liquidity is matured. This is where XRP enters the picture now. Most people will miss this entirely, but Vanguard approved only a very short list of crypto assets. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and yes, also XRP. So approved. It's not a random choice, by the way. Vanguard, of course, only allows, you have to meet strict criteria with Vanguard. Okay, they're only going to allow, those that they can feel comfortable with their clients and look them in the face and say, yes, we're playing ball with those that are safe and regulated enough. Okay, XRP now has a threshold for institutional exposure here. This is huge stuff. Okay, does it matter a lot to price? I think so. Hey, good morning, Riro. Riro. That's what I'm calling you. I'm sure I have your name wrong, but it's a tough one, you got to admit. Riro. And then there's a Nick at the end. So I could call you Nick or Riro. Guys, when a giant like Vanguard approves XRP exposure, they're basically indirectly saying that the XRPL network is what we're betting on. we know it powers it. No institution will allow access to an asset sitting on an unreliable ledger. That's just not going to happen. They know they trust the XRPL. That's what this says. It's an implicit vote for confidence in the XRPL's stability. Its uptime, its liquidity, its compliance. They need all that or else this isn't going to happen. Think about that for a sec. Okay. XRPL is not a casino chain, right? This is not what we're looking for. It's the financial plumbing. It settles fast. It's cheap. It's clean. It's safe, reliable. Exact profile that Vanguard, of course, is looking for, guys. Let's think about typical investor, long-term, risk-averse, right? Stable-minded, income-focused, yeah. It's the same profile that will appreciate a high-efficiency asset like XRP over the long term. This is where the story gets just a little deeper. ETFs have to hold the real asset backing the spots. Have to. It means it increases demand. You can only buy off OTC and dark pools for so long. You got to go to the open market. We've already covered this after a while. I mean, a lot of these, they know they're going to start a fund, right? So they stockpile on a bunch of XRP or whatever. They know they're starting a spot, for instance. And once they run out, though, They now have to go to open exchanges and buy. They can't just keep, there's only so much dark pool. They may be able to go to the dark pool or OTC again for a little bit more, but it only lasts so long. There's only so many whales available to give. Ripple's not giving up large quantities of XRP anymore. So where are you going to get it? Guys, when tens of millions of new investors now have gateway through Vanguard with this move, yeah, ETF demand is going to scale even faster. All right. We talk about it all the time. This liquidity shock that's going to happen. It's a utility network. Okay, so XRPL, it's AMM, it's DEX, stablecoin corridors like RLUSD. All of them are going to benefit with more institutional grade holders stepping into the marketplace here through Vanguard. Increases the liquidity depth. It strengthens the rails for cross-border settlement as well. Reinforces XRP as a serious tool inside serious financial system. I mean, I'm saying it's game on. This is a huge, although not so directly, XRP related here. It is. They've accepted XRP, but as one of their babies, one of their darlings. But we already knew that anyway. We're entering an era of Vanguard signals that basically 11 trills a lot, guys. Okay, so one of the largest on the planet now jumping in and saying, yeah, we agree. It's about XRP and the XRPL, the ledger, because that's what they're really banking on is the ledger. Money managers are positioning for a future crypto that is just undeniable here, guys. Yep. So ETFs and large asset manager exposure like this here with Vanguard. This is, okay, so the last skeptics have basically joined the table now. Like here it is, the last of the, which is a large portion of the population, right? Because 14% or so, right. Hope I'm checking the boxes, is into crypto about 14-15%, right? Right. Boy, it's such a habit. Boy, what a habit. Habitual things, annoying. So, you tell me what you think in the comments down below. Please tap like, subscribe if you don't mind. Tell me what you think about Vanguard jumping on with XRP. Some of you folks are XRP centric. Most of the folks that are on this channel that are watching, I would say that even if you're not, it's really hard to miss XRP. It's one of the few. And by the way, let's check this all chart. Look how similar that all chart is, by the way, to XLM's all chart. It's little baby brother or baby sister. Look at the similarity. Although a larger spike, not under the lawsuit, and a larger spike here, right? Not under the lawsuit, blah 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 blah. Like larger spike relative, not as far as price wise, how high it went up. Because we know XRP went above 384. We know that wasn't accurate. But look at the similarity in those two. Now look at Cardano. See? Not going to see that. Look at Bitcoin's all chart. See? Not going to see that. See how it's going up and to the right. Let's look at Ethereum's all chart. See the difference? Similar choppiness, but for different reasons. Meaning similar price arrests. Let's call it price arrests, where it wants to go up and it doesn't. It keeps bumping. See how I cannot draw this ascending trend line going all the way up the way that I can do, of course, on the old Bitcoin going up and to the right massively. Look at this, baby. Look at that puppy. Would you just look at that? Now look at it. If you look at the crypto market, we can see a similar thing, right? Let's look at crypto on its all, well, at least most of its chart coming back here to 2022. Let's see. We can draw this ascending line where resistance is bumping up against the top of that ceiling. XRP, a little bit different on its all chart, huh? Because we got like an interesting little bell curve thing, a standard deviation bell curve happening. All right, so anyway, Interesting points to make. Well, not really interesting, but the differences in these charts, I guess it is interesting because if you look also at something like Hedera, to continue the point that I'm making, everybody's like, what point are you making? Well, I'm making a point that these coins are just a little bit different as far as backing up when in doubt, zoom out and looking at their price action over the long haul, albeit different time frames, right? Because that's only going back to 2019. Well, it's pretty far back. But Bitcoin, of course, if we look at its all, we're going back here to 2011. So we got to consider that, of course. But when we look at charts, they are different. They do perform differently, albeit it is true that when crypto runs, the entire market this time will very likely, because we say, this time is different. No, it's not. People will say this time's different. It's crazy. Well, how about we clarify what we're talking about here? Like, what do you mean when we say this time's different? What are we saying? Well, we have to clarify, right? So when I say this time could be different, what I'm saying is this bull run, in my opinion, I'm not a financial advisor, this could be different in the way that the V-chains, the quants, the algorands, even the Cosmos here, the Cosmos, the Caspas, the internet computers, you got your Hedera hash graphs, your Stellar Lumens, Cardano. All of these are going to the frickin' moon. In the most obvious sense. Anybody that's not seeing that is kind of like not watched what's happened last time around, in between all that, the last few years or so, and also paying attention to where projects and fundamentals are now. Show me where the fundamentals and the future goal or plan is for a project or a stock, and I will show you its future price movement. Drop the mic. I can't. It's hanging here. There you go. I hope you heard me. I'll say that again. I'll say those words of truth and wisdom one more time for everybody in crypto or regular markets, coming from the rookie, the newcomer who learned this stuff about 6-7 years ago. And that is this. You show me a company or a project that has been latched onto by the world, the powers that be, and I will show you a future project's price chart and tell you where that's going to be. Based on who and what and why and how and where and every other question you could ask about it being chosen as that one. I later will then tell you about the price action. In fact, I'll tell you about the price action right now in years to come, 3 to 5 to 7 to 10 years. You can laugh and chuckle in your little coffee cup. That's fine. Once the 3 to 5 to 7 to 10 years comes up and it actually explodes and does it, not a financial advisor, you're playing the video back and going, what in the world? Yes, that's what you're all doing watching the channel, aren't you? That's where we are. You have all said to yourselves, if you're watching the channel, I think XRP is one of those ones. I'm not a financial advisor. From what I'm tracking, I'm saying you would be over the target. This one is very deceptive. This little guy here, this big boy, this king, well, look at that chart. Do you see how steep? I mean, that ascending line that we can draw for all of these resistance points where it's hitting the ceiling, if we draw this line, I mean, it's like no other line on charts. I've already looked at a few. We can look at Solana's. See how it's doing a dippy poo? If you go from its height here way back, it's supposed to go up like that. But it doesn't now, does it? This guy does. All right. So Bitcoin is the winner. It is the king. It is the only one that I keep pulling chart up after chart. And every other one from its height back here early on is not able to draw an ascending trend line going all the way up, showing its power and its movement up and to the right, day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. Bitcoin is the king when it comes to price action. What can you say about it? I look at every other one that's powerful concerning price action, including SUI. Look at it. It's going the wrong way. Bitcoin is unbelievable. Now, that goes to show you what the world does on a store of speculation, not a store of value. That is incredible. XRP, what it does, having real world usage, its pattern goes like this, like a U, like a bell curve. Okay, here we are. Let's get back to full screen. And let me ask you in the comment section, are you guys paying attention to the truths of crypto? Have you been researching? I have questions. Have you folks been researching? I know you've been paying attention to current events. I hope we've all been researching crypto, keeping an eye on our projects, what we've chosen. I found another dudski. I won't mention it. In my 46, I found, and I don't want to disappoint people, it's not one of the ISOs, don't worry. And it's none of the powerful ones like Chainlink or anything like that. It's one of the smaller players that I thought would be large. It's still there, and it's still going to make its run. It's just not going to go to its, it won't go to its heights that I thought it would go to, unfortunately. It still will run quite a bit. And, not financial advice, still going to make some on it. No problem with that. Not going to be the crusher over 3 to 5 to 7 to 10 years that I thought it was, because it changed its business plan, its partnership plan with some large players. If I talk too much, I'm going to give it away. So it's changed its plan with some large players that I've become aware of very recently over the past week or so. It's fine. Like I said, it's still going to do great. It's just not going to be that crusher over 3 to 5 to 7 years in the marketplace that I thought it was going to be. I don't think, with its new game plan change. By the way, it still holds the partnerships with these massive players on the planet. So no, not concerned. It's still going up in price. Just won't be that long-term player in the world that I thought it would be. And that's okay. I'm not telling you which one after all that. So it does have to do with payments, I'll tell you that. And it's not one of the ISOs. Oh, there's a good tip. There are only so many that are large enough players and have connections with, large players, large world players. But anyway, I hope you folks have chosen wisely your crypto. I think Vanguard coming into the space per our episode today shows the truth of where crypto is going. The world is not going backwards. The world is going forward. The world is going toward more convenience. Can't stop, won't stop. Crypto is not going to stop. It is only going up. You all have chosen well if you've chosen, in my opinion, not a financial advisor. It's not financial advice. You could lose your shirt, your socks, your shorts, everything in crypto. I think if you have chosen the ISOs, which are, of course, these three, and HBAR, IOTA, Algo, Quant, and ADA, you have chosen the winners. That is it for our episode today. Have a great day today. Sorry, Theodore, don't know about Cass. I hope you guys have a good one. We'll see you guys next time, which is tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Colorado time. Crypto info, blockchain made easy with the Tanker. Please tap that like and subscribe. Thanks, guys. I hope you guys have a great day. Have a good one.